All right, my people, welcome to the final stream of the week. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to you, Nabil, Nerd, Dan, Carter as well. It's very good to see you all. I do apologize for the little error earlier. I set everything up except the title. Just copying a message from the DM so you can't forget to read it. No, I prefer if you join the boss in the company as the other point was other than mileage and stuff doesn't count. Mine's quite important for you things. Okay, but you were with me, right? In like going for the like the new stuff, like the man. It was just a man that I was driving on Alheim. I don't play single player. Like the only OMZ I play is multiplayer. So if I don't drive it there, okay, cool. I mean, yeah, you could throw that one in there. Unless you want me to be official about it. It's a DLC that has the same logos, and you don't get to actually see because you're driving the train on the same old routes. I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just let me actually get the proper wording from the article itself. So we get new wagons, KWA Warwell wagons, specifically used for transportation of military vehicles. In terms of what it adds for gameplay, so it adds gameplay for two different routes: Great Western Express and West Coast Main Line Overshap. For Great Western Express, you get 3 scenarios, 6 timetabled services. For West Coast Main Line, you get 3 scenarios and 8 timetabled services. And that's about it. It seems like I think they mentioned a journey mode though. I think there's a journey mode for them. I'm gonna check. One thing I do wish was that this came after the remaster because it gives you a reason to kind of experience it. I don't know whether the master's gonna come with like a new journey mode or like a new gameplay experience in that regard. Obviously, a remaster is a new gameplay experience in a way. But yeah, I don't see anything about journey mode even in the previous article. I'll have a look anyway. It's only 2 routes that we got to check, so I'll have a look through. CSW Battle Royale. Nabil, I mean, it's a bus that you want to see in the game as well, right? It's a bus that you want to drive with, so I'll leave that configuration for you. I don't really. It's not a bus I'm familiar with, you know. Last night I just drove with like the default first 2-door one. I didn't really change anything with regards to it. You know what, Dan? I do understand your stance, or should I say your angle, but you'd be surprised how many people are actually excited for like stuff like wagons. Yeah, they don't bring much more in terms of gameplay, but at the end of the day, for the most part, I think people just like new. It is like something new. Well, ASR, there's an ongoing thread about it on the forum about the GWE remaster, which Liam has been constantly posting in. So I guess you've missed that, but it's worth checking out. Liam's been very active in that thread. Surprised you don't stream the bus today. Come on, bro. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Before you know it, Monday, boom, the bus. Don't tempt me. Yeah, yeah, it definitely would be nice to see something for free every time. Or not just something new that's free, but additions to what's already there, right? Like, for example, new liveries or a new journey mode or something of the sort. Although, to be fair to Just Trains, they have released a bunch of new liveries for free for West Coast Mainline over Shap. So, you know, I'm not going to kind of skip over that. But I think we need to see more of that. Hey, let's Ed, what's good, my man? How you doing, bro? Is the bus half decent yet? Find out, man. What are you saying? Shall I play on Monday? That way, we'll find out if it's half decent after the last couple of updates. And we get to play the new line. What's it? 147. Let's go. You know what? Let's go. The bus stream on Monday. I'll reinstall it again for the 100th time. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. ETS2 buses will probably make me reinstall ETS2. Oh, you've uninstalled it, Carter. Yeah, listen. I didn't know it was as far back as 2013. When the bill posted the thing today, I was like, wow. Because I thought it was like 2015, 2016. Nah, it was 2013. It was 12 years ago when they first announced buses. That's how long I've personally been waiting for it. 13 years. If your emergency brakes, sparks come off the wheels. DJ, that's the thing that's always been in the game. I don't know with regards to braking. I don't recall checking under emergency braking, but sparks have been in the game. When you will slip, you usually see sparks unless they remove that. But I remember that back in TSW2. So if that's not in the game anymore, then they removed it at some point for some reason. Cuts a disc in half. What disc are you talking about? Yeah. If you guys watch like alpha gameplay of the bus, the lighting was so much more neutral and natural and just better, to be honest, than this nuclear mess we've got. Right. So let's go. Let's see what's on the Great Western Express, because we haven't touched that in a while. Now I'm looking for a journey. We do have a journey mode. Okay, so there's 9. So there's the Germany mode with all the services and a couple of scenarios as well. And I'm assuming for West Coast Mainline over Shap, it's going to be the same. Cargo Line Military, yeah. Also, this one, continuing the climb. Was this an extra journey mode again for free by Just Trains? I think this was this came in an update. But like I said, I'm gonna leave over Shap today. Gonna focus on Great Western Express just because I haven't touched that, I think, since CSW 2 or 3. I got a bunch to do here as well, you know. We got the petroleum stuff. I still got 4. I didn't even know the petroleum DLC added a journey mode. These were just, I assume, the scenarios that I ended up doing. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's go for it. I'll probably leave these scenarios for YouTube. And I'll just do the regular services. They're pretty short. ASR, the one with the beta, the server, beta servers. Don't know too much about the 6800 XT. And unfortunately, my graphics card and CPU knowledge has declined a little bit. UE4 looks better than current UE5. I mean, it's just how well the developers utilize it. Germany mode. That's a journey mode. Thomas stream Monday. You're joking, mate. You're joking. Right. So apparently, I actually need the mod to bring TOD4 lighting into TOD3. But I can't find it. I don't know where it is. So if anyone can locate it for me, that would be great. I forgot about TikTok again. I know it's on trainsim.cz, Nabil, but I couldn't find it, bro. I don't know whether I just have to keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. But yeah. No, there's not train on drugs. It's time of day. Is it time of day? I think it's time of day. Where's TikTok? A class 36, why am I not really surprised here? I mean, Cardo, what else is there? If it's not a class 66, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? They have nothing else they could use, even if they wanted to. Thank you very much for the likes on TikTok. Neptune, this is an interesting KCD2 mod called Train Sim World. Kamal, should you buy TSW5 if you can get it for a good price and it's what you want? Then absolutely. But if you're not, you know, I think it's worth taking a look at Simrel. I think it's worth taking a look at Train Sim Classic. We are rolling back. I guess I should say I should take a look at the wagons, right? Oh, also, I was wondering why my sound's quite low because I've turned it down to 50%. So here are the wagons, unlicensed, non-branded. What was that? Nice detail, to be fair. Very nice, like weathering. You can clearly see the rust. I'm actually quite impressed at the weathering. The bolts look, I mean, very obviously 2D. You know what? I think it's pretty nice. I think they banged it with the weathering. Tonight there's a summer game fest. What's that? DJ, whisper your link to... Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Oh, is that the link that you... Is that what you posted? Yeah, thank you very much. Is that the mod then? It is. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to download it now. And then after this run, I'll quickly install it. And then carry on. I didn't know that Jetwash's like lighting enhancement pack mod uses that basically for these routes. So yeah, hopefully should make things look much nicer than they do right now. Looks like a Derail Valley wagon. I can't attest to that. Maybe Half-Life 3. Oh, game announcements. Okay. I mean, is there anything that anyone's like exciting, or has anything been leaked? I don't know. I was gonna play my controller. I've just been playing with my keyboards. I'm gonna try go back to controller. I played with controller recently, and I liked it. Hello, Jardim. Is the game easy? You can make it easy. It depends what train you drive, and you know, obviously if you turn safety systems off, then you can definitely make it easy. LS said, yeah, this is maxed out with enhanced graphics enhancement mods. Be aware it makes PIS incompatible in some routes. Thank you very much for the heads up, Nabil. That is an important point. We'll bear that in mind. Thank you. Yes, okay, I stand corrected. Thank you very much. They are rivets, not bolts. GTA 6 stuff? Nah, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Was any GTA 5 stuff like shown or revealed during that year's Game Fest? Hello Navi, how you doing, mate? I want to buy it to see if there's a real difference from console. Well, mate, as long as you're not on like a PS4, I think you'll be alright. But I don't know what settings consoles are set to. I think high, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's any ultra on PlayStation. I think everything is by default on high. I could be wrong though. Then I also felt like I also shuddered saying that word, but I had to focus on, you know, the it wasn't that, it was the other one. Oh, it was E3. Oh, okay, what? So as a Summer Game Fest then replaced E3. Okay, in that case then, I think we've got a chance. Hello, Lucas. Is TSW5 good for Series S? Not as good as it is on PC and PlayStation 5. As far as I'm aware, there are a lot more issues on Xbox than you get on PlayStation. And don't get me wrong, PlayStation does have its own issues as well that you won't get on Xbox. Honestly, if you can, best case scenario, get it on PC with a decent setup. I mean, if your PC is about as powerful as a PS5 anyway, or an Xbox Series S, then you might as well go for those consoles. Yeah, Alyssa, this is completely maxed out. I think everything is set to Ultra, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Ultra, very high. Yeah. And like I said, I've got mods on top. I loved it, Nabil. I loved it. Loved it. The details on the man, the fact that you can have the indicator just like real life. If you like touch it softly, it only flashes a few times, but then you need to like properly push it to have it stay on. And then when you're turning the bus, the left light, fog light, will turn on again, just like in reality. The fact that you can set the headlights to auto, it is just like, the details are just incredible, man. Incredible. Witcher 4 looks promising. Did you see the Unreal Engine 5 demo then, DJ? Where they used the Witcher 4 world to showcase it. I'm good, thank you, Lucas. How are you, mate? Thank you for asking. Currently driving on a classic, soon to be remastered, the Great Western Express. That will personally give us an ambassadorship. In that case, every single person that drives any freight in TSW needs an ambassadorship. It's like E3, but just online via Twitch. Oh, okay, online, interesting. I feel like there's a lot more aura when it's like an event people go to, but okay, I guess it's, you know, a new era. That's why sometimes the Summer Game Fest is called No E3. Okay, interesting. I got a flex and I said, come on, boy. Listen, I put my heart and soul into this. Damn right I'm gonna flex. This is my dream PC for years. Thank you, Sap. Navi. Oh wait. Navi, I'm running a if you just type in, oh my god, I don't want to get this wrong again. If you just type in exclamation mark system, I think. Is it? Okay, it's not system. Wait. It's not system. What is it? Why do I always get this wrong? What is it? It's not system. What's the other one? Setup. Thank you. I keep telling myself I'll change it to system, and I always forget. Right, setup. Yeah, so that's what I've got, Navi. That's what I'm playing with, basically, right there. It's got to be me, nerd. I am the command. The UE showcase was superb. Yeah, I mean, it's promising. DJ is promising, and I've got full faith in Project Red. But man, if other developers could just be a bit more competent with Unreal Engine, we could see so many special things. Honestly, glad that you're doing good, Lucas. Listen, I mean, it's one person that's behind the remaster, right? Liam. So yes, he's taking his sweet time, but he's also doing it alone. So, you know, I hear it. It does suck a little bit having to wait so long, but it's understandable. Hello, Simon. How you doing, mate? Just a notion of speed limits. No freight goes faster than 75. I know that. You're right. Even as I was going 78, I just pushed the gate. I just pushed to whatever the game allows. But yeah, in reality, yeah, you are not permitted. Freight isn't permitted over 70, 75. Also, I was driving freight on West Coast Main Line, and over there it's limited to 60. So I'm wondering if it's even 60, or whether it's determined by weight or cargo or what. So, and here we go again with like the inconsistency. So on the West Coast Main Line, they've got the correct speed limits. So why haven't they done that here? And is that down to Skyhook or is that down to DTG? I don't know, but either way, it's inconsistency once again. Yeah, he's in his. Oh my god, my GTA Online character, yeah, living his best life. But Nabil, I'm broke there, man. Hello, Anton. Thank you very much for liking the live on TikTok. Thought his group doing this. Nah, Liam by himself, man. Maybe he's got a bit of a team. I don't know. Maybe like 1 or 2 people helping him. But as far as I understand it, and I think as far as what's been publicized, it's a solo job. Apparently, Rivet Games have just updated their computers to Windows ME. Maybe not. What's Windows ME again? I remember it wasn't that like serious. Windows ME. Goodness me, that's a bit of a throwback. But I don't bloody remember where it's from. How old is it? If it begins with 4, then it's 75. If it begins with 6 and 60. Oh, really? I didn't know that. So it should be 60. It should be 60 with this service. Yeah, ME is old. But I don't remember how old. Was it 2000? Was it after 2000? I don't know if it was like 90s. Does it actually stand for Millennial Edition? I've never known what it stands for. If it's Millennial Edition, then it would make sense to be around 2000. To be fair, Simon, it seems to have corrected itself now. So, which was even weirder, to be honest. Windows 2000, Windows ME being around the same time. I mean, it would make sense if it like I said, if it does actually mean, if it does actually stand for Millennial Edition, that would make sense. I need to go open my window. And they're doing a Mildway line extension to Richmond. They are, yeah. Again, Johannes, solo developer. So we'll see how long that takes. I'm happy that it's a thing. I would have also liked to see the extension to Clapham Junction. But hey, we're getting an extension. It's something we haven't really seen before. So let me just be grateful in it. Released in June 2000, and it's a retail in September 2000. So it paved the way for Windows XP, basically. Kind of. Arguably the world's most legendary operating system. What's Europa Universalis 5? Am I correct in thinking that's a game? Sap, what on earth was Windows 3.1? Just to further add to complications then. What's MS-DOS? Am I showing my young age here? Paradox Interactive. The name rings a bell, ASR. The name rings a bell, but I can't tell you, yes, I know them 100%. Microsoft Disk Operating System. Are we talking floppy disk? Has it got anything to do with floppy disks? Remember when they said no new Windows after Windows 10? Yeah, Windows 10 is meant to be the final Windows, as it was described by Microsoft. That went well. A small part of why I'm leaving it as late as possible before I move to Windows 11 is that a small part of me is almost like, just because you lot said it was going to last forever, I refuse. Are these speed changes on the HUDs and I just keep missing them, or do they just pop up on me out of nowhere? Paradox made City Skylines. Okay, so maybe I've heard of them from a conversation about City Skylines then. Open CMD in Windows. Really? So what was that for? Now, what was the purpose of MS-DOS? House of I and City Skylines. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Europa Universalis, I keep seeing on the Steam store. I don't know why, but I keep seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and seeing it. I don't know why Steam are trying to make me buy it. You used to have thousands of commands, you had more control over stuff. What do you mean you had command, you had more control over what? If MS-DOS was the whole operating system, what do you have more control over? I know he's a rotary phone nerd. He has to access things by typing commands. Okay, so give me an example of where it would have been used. Like a real example. How you use to control computers. So if I have a computer at that time and I'm using MS-DOS, what am I seeing on my monitor? Because you guys have said MS-DOS was the operating system, right? Which is basically, as someone described it, what you press when you do, like, when you go to CMD. When I go to CMD, it's a black box with the white text. So I'm struggling to understand how that's like. What do you do on that? Or does it hook onto an operating system? Okay, I think I get it. I'd need to probably like find a video somewhere on YouTube or whatever it might be on, where like it's being used, and then I can properly understand it. But I think I've got it. There is no visual away, so it's just text. That was, you turn the computer on and you're just always met with text. Tuesday, June 10th, Train Sim World June roadmap. That is going to be the driest roadmap of the year. So XMD was full screen and that was it. Okay. So okay, that was it. Cool. The truck sims are all text based. You mean the servers for your truck? Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. Don't try and confuse me even more. Add in school old PC software magnetic. With software on magnetic bands. That is definitely before my time. Now there'll be a roadmap next month, ASR, and then on it it will announce Dovetail Direct probably. Is there still no word on when it's gonna come to PS5, Simon? I don't believe the bollocks about it being accidentally released on number one, PlayStation 4 and Xbox, one of the Xboxes. I don't believe that. And these are systems that are obviously weaker than a PS5. Then there were the big floppy disks after like the small floppy disks, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays. Okay, so cool. So the floppy disks that when I was younger, that was in my like, when I was a kid, that I remember, were like the size of like this. Just like it fits in my hand nicely. So were the big ones bigger than that, or were the smaller ones that were smaller than that? No, I'm not going to bring out a ruler. I don't have a ruler on hand to just measure that. There was some twice size and very slim. Okay, yeah, I've never seen them. Never seen them. I've never played Fallout, nerd. No, I've considered it. When Fallout 4 came out, I considered it. But nah. And judging by the gameplay I've seen of that game, I don't think if I started it, I could ever finish it. It just seems to be never ending. I mean, Simon, it's a good route as long as you're not around Frankfurt. For the most part. I'll be honest, when I'm not streaming and I'm around Frankfurt, it's actually not terrible. You know, when all my resources are being dedicated to the game, I'll say I experience about the lowest that I feel I experience, because I don't use a counter, but I'm usually absolutely spot on with my estimates when it comes to frames. I say about 25 to 30 in that range, 25 to 30 FPS. That's about as low as I'll go, which is very playable. Waiting at a working road crossroad. Oh, nice. Yeah, there was a working railroad. No, I don't know if it's working, but I saw a railroad crossing in. Is there one in Waldhofen? Either Waldhofen or Aachen or one of them that I played recently. Hohenkirchen? I think it's Hohenkirchen. But I don't know if it actually works. No, I haven't measured that since I was like in secondary school. First computer is a Sinclair. Listen, when you start coming at me with my first computer was, and then insert random first name, a human being's first name here. Yeah. Different generation. You ain't got to tell me. Whopping 4 kilobytes of RAM. Absolutely insane. But hey, at the time, it was a technological marvel and a huge breakthrough. So you can say you lived through and properly experienced one of the defining times in human history, which is sick. All the computers in Fallout are like the old days. What, are they even green? With green text? My first PC was a 1998 Intel 486. 133 megahertz CPU. Incredible, isn't it? And you compare that to like what we get in our phones that we hold in our hands. I mean, it's been a slideshow when I've streamed it, Simon, once or twice. So it's like, not only do you need a decently powerful machine, but you need to be doing nothing else on it and have it dedicate all its resources into TSW. Then it won't be a slideshow. So it's possible. Not easy, but it's possible. Friola, what's that? DJ, that company? LSD, what was your earliest system? Or console, like not even just PCs, but like your first ever machine. Hello Tim, first PC was a Lenovo T420. What did that look like? Briefcase. Isn't a micrometer ruler just like a normal ruler? Friola should get dotted are a UK company. So how did you? Were they just like a really small SI, or were they like a tech store or what? I've never ever heard of them. Lived in the UK all my life. Hopefully performance issues bear fruit. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Maybe get delayed for -2 minutes to +4. Honestly, Nabil, I prefer those delays than being super early and then having to just wait at a bus stop and just sit there for 3 minutes. Original Xbox, shout out to you. My first system was a PlayStation 1, on which my parents bought me PS1 with Tarzan, I think. But I didn't know what I was doing with it. They had no idea how to use it. I had no idea how to use it. So I ended up just giving it back to the shop. And then I think a year or two later, I got a PS2. And that was like my first proper system. Yeah, Simon, I think the Dutch route, number one, you know what? No. I think it's fun and interesting as long as you're playing it the first maybe 5 times or 10 times. And then after that, it becomes one of those routes that are good to come back to every now and again. And then you leave for a bit. They sold computers mail order through their own Oh, okay. In early 2000s. Oh, hello. Let me lock in real quick. We got together, pulled cables from our windows and 3 switches in the apartment building to create the LAN network. Played Counter-Strike on come up later. Got on top of a 4-story building through. That is legendary. That is legendary. And you know what, Dan? I bet you, or you know what, let me say, I assume that to this day, there hasn't been many times where you've had as much fun as you had during those sessions. Oh, performance fixes, yeah, me too, man, me too. Because not only will it fix things for that particular route, but also the game as a whole. Because I think they're finally tackling core issues. Why it needed to get to this point before, you know, we started looking at that, I don't know, but hey. Because if you wanted to play X-Wing or TIE Fighter, you have to write custom also exec and config sys files to push everything. So it was basically work. Like, to play a game, you have to basically put in a bit of a shift. But then at least, you know, you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. Can you acknowledge the crew messages from the class assist's computer? Acknowledge. I didn't even know I had messages. Let's see what's next. It's only one of one. How would I acknowledge it? Didn't have to use a PS1. Brother, I was like 4 or 5. Like I'm talking, it's one of my earliest ever memories. One of my earliest memories was getting a PS1. First family computer is an Amiga A500 Plus. LSZ, I saw how many hours you put into Flight Sim, bro. I know you spent all your days off. But hey, it's been worth it, bro. It's been worth it. Listen, Discord will hot you up, you know. Discord will bait you. I checked on Discord, you've got like, I don't know how much, but I saw it on Discord. My monitor is 165 hertz. That was peak gaming. Yeah, man. So much of it comes to like online and multiplayer, even with your friends, it's fun. But man, to be there physically with a group of people. That PS1 was probably the latest. Bro, I don't even remember what it looked like. I don't remember. I have one frame of Tarzan on the screen. I don't remember. I don't have the picture of the PS1 in my head. I just remember that it was Tarzan on a screen. I remember that it was a PS1, and that we were just me and everyone around me was just struggling. My uncle, my parents, me. I had my whole family around me trying to figure out how to operate this console, this machine. No one had a clue. I vaguely remember getting, like actually buying the PlayStation 2. I remember the box that it came in. I didn't even know there was 2 versions of the PlayStation 1. You know you are old when you see the computers that you use in high school, mate. You think? No, listen. There's computers that I was using now. You know the colourful Apple Macs with the big bum. They're now in museums. I saw it recently. I was like, rah, okay. So it's technically, in a way, I'm a relic. I hate it how this issue, the Class 6 go in 1024A at 33 miles per hour still exists. What's 1024A? Isn't 33 miles an hour when it changes gears? Or 34 miles per hour? Sam, I've still got my old PS2 as well, mate. I think it's at my parents' somewhere. And it just it just stopped reading discs. I was heartbroken because I was spending so many hours playing The Getaway. Like even after I got my PS3. I loved that game, man. Absolutely loved that game. And I did what I can to fix it. Everything I was searching for at the time online. Like cleaning like the laser reader on the disc with rubbing alcohol. Like I opened that. That was probably the first machine I opened up. That was when I was young as well. And yeah, nothing, man. And I know, I mean, I don't really see them around anymore, but I'm pretty sure I can still go and buy them. Because for a while, like a few years ago, up to a few years ago, I used to see them a lot in like secondhand shops. And I do wonder whether I should get one before they become very valuable. But oh, 1024 amps. Yeah, the colourful Macs were legendary, man. Like it brought life to like the computer rooms that they were in. Sorry, Alyssa, I'm sure I've asked you this before, but I don't remember what your answer was. What do you use to fly the planes? Have you got a controller? Like a yoke type thing? I mean, Zap, I believed it was, but I don't know how to without like buying like a replacement part for it. Because in terms of like cleaning, general cleaning inside, I did that. You know, everything was as it should have been under the hood. So it was a fat PS2 as well. It wasn't a skinny one. It was an old school fat one. I'm good, thank you, Connor. How are you? You got the Thrustmaster. Oh, okay, sick. Okay, yeah, no wonder then you've been unable to move from your PC. I had a look today at Microsoft Flight Sim, the one that's installed on my, not installed, but the one that's in my Steam library. And I thought about it. And I don't think it's like out of the question that I'll reinstall it. But I need peripherals. I think I'd really enjoy flying around. SAP, I never knew about that method. Mine was chipped. I took mine to Morocco, they chipped it, and I used to buy my games there, 50p each. All like chipped games. Like nothing was legit. It was just games burned onto like basic CD-ROMs or DVDs, sorry. Forget flying with the keyboard. Bro, keyboards, PlayStation controller, forget it. Even the skies are not safe. Listen, nerd, listen. You forgot about the learning. Nabil, it will be that same time when I get the peripheral. I can't do it now. I can't play it at all now. It won't take long to learn. Honestly, Nabil's always been a good teacher whenever he helps me with things, so I don't doubt it for a second. I actually thought I was going to spad there. I'm not going to lie. I kind of panicked. But I think we're good. Cool. Let me quickly install this mod. Should take literally seconds. Because I've downloaded it already. And then we'll continue on. You learned it all in about a week. But Ella said, you know what my fear was before? So I did try to learn it before. Without... I mean, the Bill was helping me here and there, but he wasn't like... I was sort of trying to do it by myself, basically. And, sorry, sorry, I glitched for a second. I was trying to think about something. This definitely works on TSW5, yeah. Um. Yeah, I was basically just trying to learn it all through. Like I was doing the training modules that are in the game. You know how you start with like a Cessna and stuff like that on MSFS 2020, and I was doing well. I got like the highest score in them. But then it goes to like the airliner stuff, and there was no more help. So like I still remember like I should be good with the Cessna. I still remember most things, but that's all I can fly. It's like a basic Cessna. You got YouTube videos. I've subscribed to a guy so that I can, you know, when I finally decide to start doing it, I'll have my source. It seems like a really good source, but man, his videos are long. And another thing as well, at the time, I mean, and it's still the case to be fair, but planes have never been like a huge passion of mine. You know, when you're really into something, it's always easier to learn. I've never been like infatuated by planes, so it just makes it that little bit harder as well to just take in so much information. Does anyone who downloaded Cargo Line V4 last night have the updated timetable for GWE? Always something in it. Another accidental release. Nerd. Go F yourself. There's nothing that I think about a Simro beta ASR. I saw that you posted a screenshot to be able to join, to be able to participate in it, right? I didn't do it myself, so I don't have an opinion about it. So you didn't trust Nabil? Of course I trust Nabil. When have I never trusted Nabil? The bigger jets are a lot easier. Easier to fly than a Cessna. Airbus is a piece of piss. So you're just flexing now, innit? Just flexing. I can't fly the Cessna. No autopilot. No auto thrust. It's Eversource all over again. So okay, so I should be good to go then, realistically, innit? I'm supposed to give you the 787. When you lot say Airbus and 787, are you talking like you lot can start these planes up from cold, all the right switches will flick, everything that needs to be flicked on, fill in the computer system, like the whole works. It's reignited my love for planes. You know what Ella said? Nothing's stopping you, bro, other than if you haven't got like 30 grand to spare. I had some Instagram when I used to, you know, Instagram will always, your phone always tracks you in it. So when I was doing the flight stuff for a bit, I used to get ads on Instagram for like learning to fly. There was one that was like 50 grand. It was a link. Okay, that I haven't seen at all then, ASR. All I saw was the picture that you posted. Let me go back on it. Okay, well, okay, yeah, with the link, obviously, it's like it puts like a picture underneath it. Okay, yeah, I saw this, but I didn't click it. That Wizard are financing their wannabe pilots. Out of curiosity, what is my timetable for the Great Western Express? 605. That was how it was upon release, right? 2016 timetable. Yeah. Yeah. No accidental release here then, unfortunately. You know, I might as well do these scenarios. I don't think it's not going to be like a DLC, like a root DLC scenario, you know. Yeah, mode enabled. Then I've been successful. Welcome aboard 6 Victor 03 bound. They always use 6 Victor 03. It sounds very familiar. Bound for Shrewsburyness. We're currently awaiting passing traffic before continuing towards London. Can't fly the Cessna, but I know the A320 from Cold and Dark by heart. That's insane. With all these add-ons, it does a lot for you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If it does it for you, then that's a different matter. Everything, every system, flight plan, ATC. If the file is called this, yes, it works TSW5, TOD4, all experimental, TSW4. No, that's not what the file is called. But this is TOD4 lighting, so it's worked. I'm not gonna mess around with it. The file is called all routes TOD4. Okay, everything here is activated by the sounds of it. EasyJet program, you need about 100 racks. Jesus. And that's for EasyJet. No, it wasn't a picture, ASL, but when you post a link, underneath it, Discord posts an image from that link, if that makes sense. That was what I was referring to. Yes, it was a link. You posted a link, however, Discord placed an image underneath it. Wizz Air paid for his training, flew to Budapest for it. That's what I would have expected. We asked for a down payment, 60k. Bro, I don't know. What? Why do you have to put so much in? Like, if you're going to work for the company, why can't I just pay for it and then you work it off, basically? The train consists of 16 well wagons loaded with MOD equipment. You'll be traveling on the up relief line all the way you're clear to depart. Okay, so just more of these trucks. Oh, they're not trucks. They're ABCs. They're CTAs. They're KYDs. They're trucks. Job made for the rich. Honestly, in a way, yeah. How much would how much is like a lower end pilot salary? The base salary for a first officer is approximately 21k a year. Wow. So this is someone who potentially has invested 60 grand. They pay you 12 euros to land. Hello, Samanda. Like, does the I guess the kilometer flown adds up, to be fair, because you do a lot of kilometers in a single flight. I'd like to know what a realistic complete salary would be for an average pilot who flies, I don't know, average hours or whatever. Oh, the signals are not bright with this mod, are they? You can barely see the signals. Why is that? Why are the signals so dark? Total annual salary can reach up to 26 to 28, depending on. Man, I still think that's quite low. Even for a starting salary, I still think that's quite low. For the responsibility that you have, for everything you've invested, for the level of skill you have to achieve. Now you know what Ella said. I'd say like 35. I wouldn't say 30, but let me even push it to 35. Absolute starting. Captain for EasyJet is on 130. What does it take to get to captain? Is it just hours flown, or do you have to do like courses? I'm sure hours at least has something to do with it. Captain for Wizz Air between 70 to 120, depending on which Wizz Air division and hours flown. I'm not surprised that if EasyJet are paying 100 to 130k, makes sense Wizz Air would pay that. I'm curious, how much are Ryanair paying? That would be interesting to know. Yo, this is sick. We've got TOD4 lighting on Great Western Express. This is actually so sick. And JetWatch was done really well to manage everything. Bro, these are arguably the best wagons I think I've ever seen in this game. Just due to the weathering. The attention to detail is crazy. Ryanair advertises that captains can earn up to 155. Whenever a company comes out with can earn up to, just know they're not earning that. If for flying, you normally get paid per hour. Yeah, but those figures are based on just like a normal working week, right? Normal working hours. Emirates is where it's at. I can imagine. What we say for a captain of an Emirates flight, 200 plus. Okay, maybe not that much. 160 maybe. Well, no, if Ryanair advertised at 165, possibly. Mad. What do you mean, bro, talking about captain? Many of us have been talking about captains. So you're likely to be ready to get a message saying, first officer, then captain. Okay. But I'm specifically talking about captain. I just want to see how high the salary can be. Is this only a scenario because we have a train ahead of us? Is that it? Is that the only thing that makes this a scenario? The train's long gone. Why are we still dealing with the red signals and yellows? Emirates captain equals TFL pay. I don't think I know a position that's not like a super high up position that pays anywhere near just 200k. They have to get the plane ready in 30 minutes. Sounds like there's potential for it to be a dirty business. You have to send a written note to the company as to why. That's wild. "25 minutes. Yeah, I mean, when you factor in, I guess, operating costs, you don't get paid on ground on your terms. Wow. So I mean, this is starting to sound more and more like one of those jobs where you only really do it if it's your passion. You can't work as a pilot because you want to earn a lot of money. That sounds like a dirty business, man. Once in there for years, it's probably enjoyable and good for a living. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it gets easier, but you still have to deal with just these little details. Hello, Rushy. Can we stream in 4K and Twitch? Nope. Twitch will soon release for a limited number of people. I've signed up to it, but will I get it or not is yet to be known. There's going to be a limited number of people trialing streaming in 1440p. So we're a way away from 4K. On YouTube, you can stream at 4K, but not on Twitch. If you are stuck on ground because of a failure or congestion, you are not paid. That's what I mean. Even if you're in there for a few years, you would still have to deal with stuff like that. Hey, it's got to be a job you love, man. It's got to be a passion, like teaching, like being a chef. Process will break you if you haven't. Absolutely. So we're going to move something better. Yeah, but would something better not still have these little niggles? That's why you got Sims. You know what? Honestly, like jokes aside, it does help a lot. It does help a lot. Yeah, I mean you don't really have that. Well, you don't really have any sort of adrenaline. Only at landing and taking off. Just a lot of boredom. Yeah. I guess you'd be you like pilots are not allowed to like watch a movie or pull out a Steam Deck for a little sesh. Twitching? What do you mean twitching? Or long flights, there are 3 of them and one is sleeping or resting. Okay, okay. I mean, you could make your own entertainment, I guess. Oh, you couldn't sit still. I can imagine, bro. 4 hours is not easy. Rares, can I show you the train from the outside? I absolutely can. I don't think it will be anything new for you if you are a regular TSW player. I like the rainbow effects there in the window. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Just a normal 66 for the loco. And for our freights, we have some military trucks. If you download movies using piracy, will internet provider fine you in the UK? No. What makes you so sure of that, Dan? I don't trust my internet provider to that extent. Everything I do, you know, knowing that anyone in the world could possibly have access to this. Yeah, it was a topic a couple of years ago. I don't know where it went or what was the result of it, but that was a topic in the last year or so. Or 2 years. Is this 66 waiting for us? If so, why? To be fair, there could be a lot of reasons. 66s look so glorious, man. Thank you very much, Didja, for the follow. Appreciate you. You have newer DLC priority. Cristiano, hello. Oh my god. Oh my god, CR7's on my stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody get speed in here. Somebody get speed in here. Stat. Thank you, Arez, for liking the live as well. Oh, yeah, I feel like you're going to upset some people with that one, Dan. That's a bad take, I think. I would personally say that. I'm going to say that's a bad take. With all that CR7's achieved, nah. Just because one legend came before another legend, it doesn't write off the legend that followed. Don't call Speed, you hate him. Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I won't do that. I was about to get on the phone to him. So it's good that you told me in time. Because DJ, the way most developers and studios do things here is bare minimum effort for maximum pay. Thank you, Rushy, for the follow. When do you follow me already? Oh, I think that was on YouTube, isn't it? Appreciate the Twitch follow. But yeah, that would absolutely make sense, what you said. But unfortunately, extra effort is something you rarely see in TSW. You know, I'm just grateful that Skyhook have gone into much detail. You know, gone into as much detail as they have on those wagons. But yeah, in terms of like gameplay, I mean, the thing is, on the first DLC, if I'm not mistaken, the first Cargo Line DLC, either the first or the second, or both, they had, like, at the end of your shift, depending on if you'd finish on the sidings, there was a little, like, porter cabin that you could go to. And there would be, like, someone there that you report to. And it was, like, you know, it was a nice little touch to the usual. But they haven't done that in this one. They haven't done that in the previous one. It looks like they've just kind of given up on it a little bit. You actually hate him. You don't hate him, you fear him. Wow. That's a bit extreme, Cristiano. Let me guess, Sap. You're either a Chelsea fan or an Arsenal fan. Which one is it? You already followed, but you don't know how we got unfollowed. Okay, so you did follow. So you were following on Twitch, yeah. It's a bit of an odd one. Steam generating the most random times for downloads, because what you mean that? Yeah, bro. I need to understand what is Steam's logic, because there's too much of that. There's too much of that. I do LSZ, although I'm very selective on it. I'll do ham, I'll do bacon, I'll do like sausages, but that's it. I won't do anything beyond that. Gelatin, of course, in like sweets and stuff. That is one hell of a grudge, Sap. That is one hell of a grudge. Only Muslims don't eat pork. That is incorrect, Rashi. Rastafarians also don't eat pork. Jews also don't eat pork. Yesterday you won against France. Was it a tournament or was it just a friendly? Screw us over every time. I mean, yes, Sap, there was a lot of cheekiness from him. I won't deny that, even as someone who's only ever supported United. Well, for the most of my life. But I don't think that takes away from like his actual quality, you know? Friendly tournament, okay. What do I do for a living? I work on the London Underground. Nations League. So is Nations League just like... It's not really like a serious thing then? What Ella said, yes and no. Like, I don't watch football. I haven't watched football for about 3 years. So, I don't know. Like, yes, I guess if I watch football, I'm supporting United, but I don't watch footy. In person, I actually like you. I took you for an Arsenal fan, Alyssa. I ain't gonna lie. I took you for an Arsenal fan. Because friendlies are not selling tickets, right? So it's an important league or an important tournament then. Not train driver, Rashi. However, I do aspire to become a train driver. Yes. I couldn't be less wrong. Oh, more wrong. Well, I mean, someone said it. Dan said a friendly tournament, so I just went based off that. So blame Dan. I used to watch the Piccadilly Line Drive on YouTube. To stop. Yeah. Dale, I think. That's a shame. It's a big shame. But yeah, TFL are very, very strict. Well, London Underground specifically, but also TFL are very strict about their brand and their company and stuff like that. So somebody making videos while driving gives off the impression that they're distracted, so they have to do something about it. It's unfortunate. More of a fan of netball, mate. I watch nothing. I do watch nothing and I'm at peace. Because the reason I stopped watching United was because... Sorry, the reason I stopped watching football was because of United. So, I'm at peace. Not supporting anything. Not getting stressed over anything. Like, I'm just chilling. You know? I'm cool. You should really... But you know what? That's like me and Chelsea. I ain't gonna lie. It should be either Chelsea or Arsenal. Chelsea because I lived like 5 minutes away from the stadium, and Arsenal because, well, still a London team, and most of my friends were Arsenal fans. You'll fly then jump on my train. Absolutely. Listen, you guys will know. I'll let you guys know when I become a train driver. Still a fan of Matt and support him all the time. Am I though? And do I? If it didn't exist, like national football selections wouldn't be used much. What do you mean? Like just the teams that play, they just wouldn't play? So watch every United game. Like honestly, a part of me would like to get back into football, like genuinely, but it would just consume a lot of time. I would love to play football. But in terms of watching it, I think I've just lost interest. Like, it's not something I'm willing to put hours into every week. But I do miss the excitement. I miss the looking forward to like Champions League. I miss, you know, I miss all of it. Why do you fear him, ASR? Because are you a Barca fan then? Because I was said, listen, born and bred West, but at the time that you probably heard anything like that, I was in East for a bit. But like, I will always deem myself as a West London boy. Roshi, what happened to the PSG stuff in Paris? That's just down to the society there. The people. It didn't really have anything to football. I think the football was an excuse. But Paris is struggling a little bit at the moment. I just support a glory supporter. Nah. Sap? It was when we had Ten Hag, I think, that I stopped watching it. But I'll tell you the reason, yeah? Thank you very much, Many, for the gift. The reason I stopped watching football was literally because my heart was too in it. Like, I went through like a period of depression some years ago, and United played a big part in that. And so, like, genuinely for my mental health, I stopped watching football. It was a step I had to take, and I haven't looked back since. Yeah, we didn't have much to do apart from when there's a World Cup. That's about it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean friendlies. There's nothing to care about. Like realistically, realistically. Unless you want to put some money on someone, and then that might make it exciting for you. But other than that, oh, new camp. Is that a completely new stadium, ASR, or is that just like the new camp remastered? What about Stamford Bridge, Nabil? Bro said even worse. Yo, you can't hate on West. Like, there's no reason to hate on West. You can hate on South, I understand. You can hate on East, I understand. You can hate on North. You know what? North was ghetto. So at one point. So you know what? I understand. But like, to hate on West, it means you got nothing better to do. Good progress so far. Traffic only gets worse as we approach central London. Real. A remaster indeed, okay. Completely new stadium in the same place as the old one. Wow. That's sad. You know what? That makes me sad, you know. Like, I'm so sad about Highbury. The Emirates is a very nice stadium, don't get me wrong, but I'm sad about Highbury. And when you go there now, where it used to be, it's just like housing. East and West are just too irrelevant. Are you tapped? That's the worst opinion I've heard in my life. That is the worst opinion I think I have ever heard in my entire life. What's it, bro? The vibes in West. It's just a pleasant place to be. Let me tell you something, yeah? You go south. Let me tell you something. The air, the atmosphere is nasty. The minute you cross the river, the minute you're even on a bridge to cross over to south, the air just turns foul. The air turns foul, bro. In West, it's pleasant. Number one, it's pleasant. East just stinks, to be honest, and it's just ghetto. I ain't really got too much against North, to be honest. I think West and North we got along. Sap, listen. See with Middlesbrough, yeah. Middlesbrough, one of those teams you just have to stick by through thick and thin. Also, why so far with 3 for 3 on these trucks? Where's all the other stuff? Where's the tanks? And I guess they're older. They're going to be in West Coast Mainline over Shap. Vibes, bro. You go there and it's a good time. You go there and it's a good time. Tell me what you go to South to do. Or what? Bagel King. Bagel King, loud, man. Don't get me wrong, Bagel King is leng, but is you know what I'm saying? What has South got going for it? East. What has East got going for it? East has got these cheeky little food spot, you know. I'll give that to East. East has got some nice little food spots. It's very cheeky for that. But that's about it. You go north, there's not much to see or do in north, to be honest. South got culture. If I could find my ski mask, yeah, what sort of culture? Define culture, bro. Tell me about this culture. Tell me about the culture in South. Convince me that I'm wrong. Deadpool's team. What do you mean Deadpool's team? Enlighten me, Sap. I've got no clue what, you know. What's going on over there in those leagues? Ah! What a fall from grace. Wrexham. Ah! Big Middlesbrough, you know. Big Darren Bent back in the day. Ah, yo, who's that Moroccan that used to play for Middlesbrough at one point as well? I forgot his name. Ah, Wrexham. Ah, time has not been kind. Time has not been kind. I'm so sorry, Sap. We just know that you know, taking a break is an option. You know what, Nabil? You made me laugh, you know. The other day, yeah, Nabil was like, yesterday on Omzi. No, I said the bus I was driving, I was like, oh, this bus is incredible, and it's a bus that Nabil's been trying to get me to drive for a minute. I was like, this bus is incredible, and he was like, been telling you, bro. I was like, hey, where's this guy? Who's this guy? I was like, who's this guy? I said, been telling you. What? No, you've been a local, Nabil, bro. You've been a local, man. Samailan, bonjour. I can't speak French. Sorry, I forgot how to say the sentence. I knew at one point. I don't remember. My fault. Listen, it's all Nabil, you know. Nabil, if he gets influenced from like just British stuff. I don't know what he watches or what he looks at, but he's been taking stuff in. Wrexham has 3 back-to-back promotions. Is it? Money talks, as always, Sap. That's why I was very much for an Arab takeover at United. I knew it was going to ruin the game. I'm not going to lie. I knew if we could get the Arabs in and they can pump their money into the team, we're good. Greatest managerial success in football ever, in your opinion? That would make a good like DVD. I'm quite old school in that respect, but that would make a good DVD, you know. Wrexham 3 back-to-back promotions, just like that. What country is Nabil from? What country are you from, Nabil? What's it got? That's in it. Nabil's from the Matrix. We needed that Arab takeover, bro. I'm telling you, I was gassed. Like, bro, I've spoken so much crap about City's Arab takeover. You know, way back. But man, after after everything we went through after Fergie, I was ready for it. I was ready for it. Bro set up from the UK. It's a Netflix series. Sick. Okay, yeah, I might watch that. Maybe, you know what? That could get me back into footy, you know. Because Drive to Survive played a big part in me getting back into Formula 1. It was only for 1 year, but I got back into it. Hey, hello, Sammy. How you doing? Good to see you, lads. Hearing about the Saudis is the most exciting. Oh, bro, listen. I'll tell you when. The most excited you got since you heard David Moyes was leaving. I'll say it for you. It's not a Netflix. Oh, boo then. Bro, boo. I'm not paying for more stuff. I mean, to be fair, Netflix is part of my phone contract. I'm not gonna lie, so I can't even say I'm paying for it. But I'm not gonna pay for another one. I don't care. I'm paying for YouTube Premium. That's enough. Doing fantastic. I love that for you, man. Tell us why. What's been happening, Sammy? Thank you very much, Samainan, for liking the live. It's not Canary Wharf anymore. No. Insert fallen rose emoji. Why, man? What happened, bro? Was the cost too high? Was it worth it, innit? I had a friend who lived in Hayes. Hayes is not the way to go, bro. You know what? Hayes is probably good for buying your own property. I don't know for sure how much property costs there, but it looks like the type of place to have affordable property. Other than that, there's nothing to do in Hayes, bro. I'm already getting too high. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Hey, let's go, bro. Congratulations. Congratulations, Sammy. Well done, bro. That's big. That's big, man. Happy for you. Hey, you know, you got to spend the weekend sparking up, bro. Spark up in celebration. Light is in the air and all of that. Sunderland got promoted. From where? Were they in League One? Are they promoted to the Prem? Or did they fall back even more? Hey, you know what? Yeah, big up. Hey, listen. Hey, everyone congratulate Sammy, man. That's big. It's not... bro, in this economy, getting a job of any kind is not a small thing. It's not a small thing. To the Prem. Good for them, man. But don't worry, they'll be back down next season. You know, Sunderland are one of those teams, yeah. They can't... I don't see them sustaining. I'm talking to someone who hasn't watched football for like 5 years. But listen, they'll be back down in League One before you know it. I just feel like unless there's been like a big change, Sunderland are just one of those teams. What is a Mackham? Oh my god! It's just 2 Midlands for me. I would have said Macclesfield, but no one mentioned Macclesfield, so what can it be? You're rooting for Sunderland? Ah, I doubt it, man. What? So United have like an easy opposition? I need an emotional playlist. Why do I need an emotional playlist? How come there's people from Sunderland? Why what's have they done like Middlesbrough dirty at some point in history? Sunderland till I die this week. Dubs in it. Nah, Nabil, dubs in the chat is cringe, man. I mean, it is a dub. It is a dub, but like, I feel like this one needs like a formal congrats, you know? It's good. The thing is, yeah, like Wrexham thing I could have watched alone, but I don't tend to watch stuff on Netflix alone. Smoggies, that's a new one. Geordie, I think everyone knows Geordies. Mackham's is a new one. Smoggies is a new one. Quakers. Are these like specifically football terms, or are these just general British terms? Anyone from Darlington is a Quaker. Okay, Ram. I can wait. No, wait. Ram. I would have said Ram Derby, right? Because Rams, but you're a Londoner, or are you? Or were you born in Derby, born and bred? What do you do every day, Dan? Crumpets and tea. Crumpets are nasty. Have I had crumpets before? I think I have. No, no crumpet. No, what have I had? What's the thing that's got raisins in it? It's very British, and it's got raisins in it. Nasty. Is it a crumpet? General northern terms for different areas. Okay, so more of a northern thing. Okay, I thought so. Okay, from Derby. Okay, Sammy, makes sense. You are a Dutchie, Hank. Yes. How are you? How are you doing? Hello, Simon again. Unless you've been here the entire time. Whoa! I just had a weird. I had like the opposite of deja. I don't know if this makes sense, but I just had the opposite of deja vu. I don't know what that is, but I feel like I had it. Heart upward and monkey hangers. Please explain that one to me, because I feel like I might get banned for saying that. Where, Simon? Please break that one down for me. Tea cake, nah. Unless tea cake is like another name for it. Oh, on the PC. I might get into trading very soon, Dan. I'm planning when I get paid next, I'm gonna set some money aside specifically for trading. I've been away from the game for about 5 years. I'm ready to go back. Nabil, Croydon has trams to this day that go all the way into Wimbledon, which is very much London. I think back in the day, yes, there were more in main London. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes, scone. Thank you, DJ. Yeah, scone. Scones are nasty, bro. And I like me my raisins, but just the whole thing, man, it's not for me. But how close are scones to crumpets? Are they similar? Dan, I don't know, man. Personally, I just feel like TV is... I don't know, I say TV is a waste of time, and then I'll go and watch YouTube. But then I only watch YouTube if I'm eating or if I'm working. I don't just watch it. Like, I used to watch a ton of TV when I was younger. I don't know. I guess it was a good time to pass time when I was younger, but... It's like anything I could watch on TV, I now watch on Netflix if I wanted to. Like, I've watched... Or like Disney. What's the one that South Park is on? Whatever one South Park is on. Disney. South Park, Family Guy. No, Family Guy. Sorry, Family Guy, not South Park. Family Guy. But South Park also when I was a bit younger. There's almost no reason for TV anymore. You know. I mean, it's good for, you just get home from work, get on the sofa and hit the button of the remote control and just get on with it. It's good for that, but I was invested about 2 years ago and traded 3 months ago. Still very much a newbie. Have you got like a source for your signals, Dan, or do you just go by your own like research? In the Napoleonic Wars, a French ship wrecked on the Hartlepool shores. The locals found a monkey which they thought to be a spy, so they hanged it. As human beings, we can be very strange, innit? Like that. I think hanging a monkey thinking it's a spy was a bunch of people's intrusive thoughts, and because they all had the same intrusive thought, they went through with it. That is insane. Insane. What do I do, Elizabeth? Like in my free time, spend time with the kids, spend time with the missus, play games, edit if there's anything to edit for YouTube, think up ideas, which I haven't been doing much of recently. And I'm also working on a personal project, and also work, like actual work. Coordinate London to you. I mean, it's barely London to me as well in the bill. I'm not gonna lie, but hey. A powder monkey was the young lad who carried the gun on ship magazine. So is it more realistic than that it was actually just a person who was just dark, whether it was because of gunpowder or whether it was because of melanin? Oh no, Dan. Dan, please do me a favor and hold tight. Then I have a colleague of mine who big on trading. He's lost tens of thousands. No, yeah, it's into the it's into over 100,000 in different stocks at different times because he was impatient and he didn't hold. Like, and he just, every time we talk about it, he always brings it up. Always brings it up. Like, he regrets it hard. So yeah, be patient. This is not financial advice, by the way. The football team's mascot is a monk in the guy in a costume. Mayor, output one. One of his policies was free bananas. I'd have gone for that. I love my bananas. The animal's mascot is much better than admitting the truth. That's wild. History can be dark, you know. One of what Ella said. Oh, damn, that's a decent bit of change. That's a decent bit of change, mate. Goodness me. Bugs that lost money doing that foodery. What? Trading? Listen, I got sucked into so many schemes, yeah, like a flipping moron. I lost hundreds as well. I didn't get into the thousands. I didn't have thousands to bloody trade with. But it was in the hundreds, my losses. I'm in the red. You know what, Dan? What would be a ballsy move? This is not financial advice. What would be a ballsy move is to buy even more right now. The theory is that they thought the French people were all small areas, and the monkey fit the bill. That's it. That is actually diabolical. Nabil, I'm not responsible for any losses, my friend. Invest at your own risk. Isn't that what they all say at the bottom? Invest at your own risk into small print. And I said, there has been money made and money to be made in Tesla, bro. Can I ask you guys something, yeah? So, if I was to get a car, would you guys be interested at all in like car content? If so, would there be any car content specifically that you'd be interested in, or would you not be fussed? Hank, I'm not talking track days, although it's not out of the question either. Elon Musk needs to go more crazy. Dowsy though, how much more crazy can you go? Like realistically, how much more crazy can Elon Musk actually go? He likes everything about cars and motorbikes. Motorbikes as well. I didn't take you for a motorbike guy, but say less. I'll bear that in mind. I'm not a motorbike guy myself per se, but I'm not opposed to giving it a go. Yes, Nabil, per se. Tesla car sales have just over 50%. The thing is, car sales are just a portion of what matters on the stock market. It's Elon Musk himself. It's it's SpaceX. It's Tesla. And whatever else they've got going on. You know what's really annoying me at the moment, Loki? I'm so sorry if you haven't seen it yet, and I'm bringing it to your attention. This set of track shadows here. Because not only are they disappearing, but they're disappearing at like 2 FPS. Do a video of Misha. I'm not gonna do anything to it. It's gonna be stock. My days of wanting to get a car and soup it up are, I think, well, let's just say for this car, it's gonna be standard. China's taken over the tech sector. China has been taking over a lot of things. But Nigerians and Ghanaians really need to start waking up. China is making a home, a bed in Ghana, in Nigeria, in... I don't know if Sierra Leone is part of that, but I know there are other sub-Saharan African countries. China as a force is moving. What do you mean, what was the other word you use? I don't use words. I don't use like any special words in the middle. It's just my vocabulary. Oh, look at you, Sammy. Sorry, boss. It's all working out, ain't it? You deserve it, my man. You enjoy it, bro. You enjoy it, my man. No, Dan, don't overthink it. It's part of the process, my guy. It's part of the process. Yes, it is an L. It is a loss. For now. For now. It's part of the process. Now, but Sap, with how many people I can imagine asking me, hey, can you drive this? Hey, can you drive that? I think he will always prioritize like the unique things, the cool things, the, you know. I don't think a standard, it's going to be an EV as well. I don't think it's a standard EV will be of much, you know, excitement. You want an M4 so badly? So do I, my guy. So do I. I want an M4 very badly as well. I've been wanting an M4. I've been wanting a whole lot of other cars too. You thought I said Algeria? What? When I said what? What was it that I said that sounded like Algeria? You are... shout out to you for thinking I've got half an M4 money. As a matter of fact, you might as well say, hey, yo, let's do the competition. M4 comp, let's go. Brand new. Oh, when it's in Nigeria, I don't know what's going on in Algeria. Chinese could be taken over there as well. I ain't got a clue. I haven't really heard or seen anything going on in Morocco like that. But then they're going for resources, isn't it? It's a bigger play. That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh man. As Africans as a whole, we need to wake up, man. It's a resource thing. The idea was nice, yeah. Don't get twisted. We'll get there. We'll get there. I've got faith, 100%. But just right now, it's a bit techie still. You'll best start learning Mandarin. You know what? This is the thing. The way the Chinese are moving, you go to Nigeria, they've picked up the lingo. It's not Nigerians trying to speak. No. The Chinese have done what they've needed to do. They've got they can speak pidgin like it's nothing. Like they might as well be have an Igbo bloodline or a Yoruba blood. Like they're so on job. It's nuts. They will pick up wherever they go. Really? Russia? Right? Really? I can't say I've heard or seen of Russians like setting up camp here and there, but interesting. I guarantee I'm gonna start hearing it now. This bit of why am I orange, bro? Why am I orange again? Oh, wait, man. Okay. This piece of steel. It's just a piece of steel. It's the only thing I did in uni this year. We were meant to turn this into a... What were we going to do with this? We were going to turn it into something, I forgot. Oh, there's another unit. I made a whistle. From literally that. From like a cylinder of metal, I made a whistle. I've still got it. It's really cool. Interesting, the bill. So are we no longer fighting? Was it Mauritania? Who is it? Who else was it that was trying to fight for it? They have to, Simon. Not gonna lie, bro. They have to. They have to. Although to be fair, the testing's probably been done, so. I mean, I'm not wrong, ASR, right? I wasn't wrong. Why did that go off as well? Even if it was for a reduced speed limit, I don't think that applies to us. Oh, because of the yellow. The yellow is not for us, though. And before this is a red. Okay, it's a green. You know the channel tunnel style. Yeah, I believe we spoke about it some months ago, ASR. How's the progress on that? I think, Simon, I assume that just comes down to how fragile all these DLCs are. And I feel like they're worried they'll touch one thing and it will break something else, which we've seen happen again and 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 again. Not much progress. That's a shame. Very cool idea. Very, very cool idea. But it's a hell of a task. So if it's going to take 5-10 years of just planning, I honestly would not be surprised. You started the project in the 90s. Oh, wow. Okay, well. Interesting. I did apply for PlayLab, yeah, Simon. I think it'll be a pretty cool experience. And, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it'll be a pretty cool experience. Not the downfall of the Adnan. I rebuke it. I rebuke it. There is no downfall. My S10 is so slow. Oh, brother. Jesus. Interested to see which other characters applied. We'll find out. Maybe. Interesting, Dan. Interesting. I can only assume it's for resources. Again. It won't be for anything else. Have you guys noticed as well that I've got like branded containers now? Got Maersk, got P&O. What's the yellow one? What the yellow one? Honestly, Nabil. Honestly, man. Sammy, from what I've experienced so far, I don't know what to say. The wagons themselves are incredible. The detail, like the detail in like the weathering, the rust, you know, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. But that's it. There's not really much more to it. Yeah, MSC. Thank you, Simon. There's not much more to it. So I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it. It's like gameplay wise, you're just taking them from A to B and B to A and so on and so forth, you know. There's not really any, like, I haven't seen any exciting scenarios or done any exciting timetable runs. Seem quite basic. So I don't know. Guess I'll leave it to you. Maybe like 20 years ASR. Yeah. Good luck with your patience. But the details outside and you are inside. Yeah, good point, Dan. I mean, I think you can take pleasure in knowing that you're hauling that. But ultimately, like, yeah, that's really that's kind of all it is. There are scenarios, not like those, though that would be cool, and I believe such a scenario exists on Train Sim Classic actually. That now that you mention it, yeah, so I've done one scenario, and it's just A to B, and judging by the title of the other scenario that I've seen, just A to B. So yeah. I don't blame you, Simon, mate. Don't blame you at all. Hello, Johnny. How you doing, mate? Been a while. Sometimes you forget I'm even playing TSW. Why the bill? Matt would say that it's actually B to A because it's the return leg. Well, I mean, it's probably not wrong either, but I don't give a toss. It's A to B somewhere in Australia, isn't it? The content will be way more interesting than the gameplay. I think that's the case for like all of my streams, other than maybe sim racing. But that's only because I can't really engage with the chat too much while I'm racing. Which I haven't done in a while. But the 66 gameplay in particular. I mean, bro, how different is the 66 and, you know, doing a freight run than being in a 186.2 or even being in a Vectron, which is, you know, a nice loco, but it's still just A to B. Ubisoft absolutely needs to give answers. They're taking too long. If I can't get into the thing this week, I'm going to ask them to, like, I don't know, give me some in-game content or something in return, because I've missed out on this week's summit. Okay, so at least there's potential for movement. It's not fully dead. I mean, if most sections are 200k, I'd say that's high-speed rail, no? What would you define as high-speed rail? Oh my god, guys, I haven't had, Oh, my game's crashed. You know what the funny thing is? I was going to say I haven't opened third rails today. But the funny thing is, the error had opened in the background, and I was still able to operate on TSW fine. And then it was when I acknowledged the error, that's when it crashed. It was a UE4SS crash, so that's either like that weather mod. What else do I have on UE4SS? The weather, like live weather. Some other stuff I don't remember. They agree the East Coast men have Savannah land speed rails. I mean, are they not? Do trains not? Is a train not traveling at 200 kilometers an hour not high speed? I think anything over 100 miles an hour would be high speed. What's 200 kilometers in 100? Sorry, in miles. 130 or thereabouts. If they added random events like an ETS to an ATS, give you so much better. Absolutely, Sammy. We've been saying that, and it came up in a survey a couple times, but maybe we'll see it in TSW6. At least with the German freight, there's about 10 different options. Yes, true. But like the base, the core thing is still the same, isn't it? "250 kilometers an hour is what the UIC recognizes a HSR." Well, if it's an official standard, then there's an official standard, isn't it? It doesn't matter about what I think. Remember when I played Simra miles per hour? Yes. And what about it? And what of it? I'll go back to it, you know. I'll go back to it. Don't force my hand, Bill. You've already done so with the bus, and now the bus will be streamed on Monday. That would take too much work, Nabil. Why would they do that? NBS and ABS. Interesting. What do you mean OMSI stream is compensation? I mean, there probably will be an OMSI stream anyway. Like, there's probably definitely going to be a TSW stream. There'll definitely be an OMSI stream. Definitely Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's probably be the week. One day of the bus. Maybe the next day, OMSI. To kind of erase the memory of the bus. And then... KCD, TSW. Welcome aboard 6 Mike 45, a shoeberryness to Marchwood service conveying MOD. Oh my god. MOD equipment. We've been looped at Southall for a crew change and will be on the move again shortly. Yes, Chief. Hey, no, use a double KCD again. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. CCS has like 10 different bundles. Yeah, I saw the picture that you posted. Ridiculous. Honestly, ridiculous. But like, I like the reply. I forgot who it was that replied to it, but I like the reply. Just to try and squeeze pennies out of people. I can smell food and it smells delicious. One of the very first routes, this is pretty good. I mean, Simon, Sandpatch grade is a great route up until this day. Rusig Nord. Yeah, Rusig Nord. Very good route to this day. This very good route to this day. Like, TSW had a solid start and then it just went downhill. The train consists of 16 well wagons loaded with MOD equipment. You'll be travelling on the down relief line all the way. Depart when you've got a clear signal. Absolutely, you have to pay attention, Sammy. Imagine that was the first, like, that was the route I spent the most time on as a newbie. $70 to get everything. These lot make me sick. These lot make me sick. You know what, Simon? I really like the Leipzig route. If there could be like a modern rendition of it, I think it would bang. I really do. Like, it's got that inner city feel, that suburban feel, sort of, you know, with all the underground stations, which are done very well. Then you've got, like, you go out into the country, it's got a bit of speed, it's got a bit of start-stop. Due to high demand and your feedback. They love waffling, man. Thank God he stopped sending messages on the OMSI forum. Honestly, sense caught up to him. 442 is almost silent. I mean, that's just because I guess that's what happens to be driving there, innit? I don't know if... I don't know what actually runs on the route IRL that we have in the game that, you know, would be there. But yeah, the train that runs on it, it is quiet. I do like the color of it though. The silver with the green, a little bit of a green touch. But as like a route itself, like the route, just the track layout and everything, I think it's pretty good. It's funny how 4 of the 6 trams are just from their tram sim games. Laziness. That's the name of the development game for some reason in this era. Well, even for today though, like in 2025, Simon, the 442 still runs there. So would it just be that the train would need like a rework or what? Go get my water that I've left behind somewhere. They still run almost all the services. Okay. They praise the new feature to have stops with a new design. They praise the new feature to have stops with a new design. What, like the bus and tram stops are like the bus and tram stops in those cities, Nabil? And to be honest, when you say why would you want that on a fictional map, it's the same question about the buses. Why would you want a real bus on a fictional map? That's a bit strange to me as well. What a weird... Like, at least the buses and the trams, you can understand to have them licensed. Kind of. But the stops... But you know why, Nabil, anyway? What did the guy say? Oh, so you can create your own lines and have your own company and this and that and have the freedom. If it was truly, if they did anything due to feedback, they'd cancel the game. Bollocks. Due to feedback, my ass, man. The game would be cancelled if it took feedback. If they actually took in feedback. Nabil, your ends. Look, Haze. We're going past Haze. Define Canary Wharf etiquette. That was a wrong time for my sound to go out. You know what? I hate the fact that you're actually right. That is Canary Wharf etiquette. How do you know that? I'm trying to think. I've traveled through there. I used to work there. Yeah, I used to work there. So I've traveled through there enough times. I worked there for years. You're not wrong. I'm trying to remember a time when I went through there. The train stopped there. Be it DLR or Jubilee line. I've never been to the Elizabeth line though. What? No, not that I can remember anyway. And I've never witnessed people blocking the doors, being loud. Anyone looking at you funny. No one eating smelly. I don't recall anyone eating smelly foods. Why do you know that? It's just been a local. You know what? At this point, like, I'd even be silly to argue with you. Yeah, cool. Say less. Is there a TSW DLC that I'm looking forward to? What have we got coming? So yeah, Tadame Line, like Sammy said, we've got. What else have we got? Have we got coming? Give me a list. I don't remember what we have coming. What's confirmed? I don't think there's much. See, you know what's up? I want to get my voice to play at a station. It's not hard. I just need to ask a manager, but I want to have my voice as like a station announcement. Hopefully I'll get it done soon. I mean, I've already done a train announcement on a DLR. That was cool. Oh, I do station announcements. I do platform announcements. When I was doing overtime and I was working there in the mornings, on the weekdays, I was doing platform announcements. I had a little board to like hold up for the train to go. Manchester Airport. Okay, I'm not looking forward to Tadame Line. I'm not particularly looking forward to Manchester Airport. Pacer for Cardiff, not particularly looking forward to it. 86, not particularly looking forward to it. Nothing. There is no TSW DLC I'm looking forward to. Like, when you say looking forward to, my understanding of it is something I'm excited for. That has got me a bit, you know, a bit giddy. But no, there's nothing. Ping Thomas, DJ. You'll get nerd or you'll get nerd or horny if you carry on. In terms of games, I'm looking forward to, if it comes out this year, buses on ETS2. I'm looking forward to Subway Sim 2's development. You know, it's on a pretty good trajectory. In terms of like brand new games, I don't know what brand new games are coming out. I need to try out Australian Truck Sim. Apparently the demo's out. I completely forgot about that. I need to try that at some point. What like proper game though? I don't know. What games are coming out this year? I don't know. Hello, Holy Trucker. Thank you for letting me know, mate. I have tried it. I don't like it. Not my cup of tea. I don't know why there's sudden hype for JR East. I don't know where it's come from. I'm not surprised, Simon. And you know what? Hopefully that comes for PS5, man. You know the answers to that already, ASR. Carter does stream JR East, yes. So if you do want to watch that, go over there and give him a follow. Cardar NL, is it? Is that his handle on Twitch? You're excited for the bus update, Nabil? That's what the hype is. What, in JR East? Can you tell me why though? You tell me why. There's no physics. There's no yeah, tell me why. Oh yeah, Mafia prequel. You know what? Oh my god, I still want to do it. I still want to play the Mafia series. Kingdom Come Deliverance kind of came in the way and has been in the way ever since. But once KCD comes, if The Witcher, by the time I finish playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, unless The Witcher 4 is out, then I'll start my Mafia series playthrough. I also need to play GTA 4. I don't need to, but I want to. I've actually bought that. It's in my library, just waiting to be installed. The complete edition as well. I may stream that on only Twitch. Cargo line nuclear. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, DJ, out of everything, I think that's what I'm looking for the most. To be able to play with the Class 20 again in a new livery and, yeah. Sort of glorified Philips CDI game. Basically, yeah, that's the reason, Sap. That's the reason I'm quite confused that there's sudden, like excitement over it. Everyone's playing it all of a sudden. I was playing those type of games on a web browser in like 2008. No joke, no joke. It was about 2008, 2009 that I was playing that on a web browser. I can skip the first Mafia. I don't want to. I want to play all of them. Isn't it the first one though that even had the remaster? Sammy SnowRunner, yeah. I do. You're not wrong. I do. But it's just gonna sit in my library for like 98% of the time. I'm not gonna lie. It will just end up in my library, man. I do. I really do. Like, I honestly, I feel more to play that than Roadcraft. It will just chill in my library for the most part though, man. Got so many free games on Epic. That's why I don't bother with it, Dan. Because I'll be in the same boat. And it's not a bad thing to have them there. You'll never know. As long as they're not installed and taking up space. But yeah. I just bought a 34-inch widescreen and TSW5 in the bus were amazing in widescreen. I mean, yeah. Everything will look good in widescreen, to be honest. I want to get an ultra-wide. When I'm in the position to be able to do so, I think I'm going to scrap. This is meant to be temporary. I'm going to get rid of this that I'm playing on right now, and replace it with a 1440p ultra wide. I don't think it's worth getting a 4K ultra wide. There's no hardware that exists that will play a game at 4K 240 hertz. Maxed out HDR and all sorts. Nah. 1300. Oh my god, Dan. Flipping hell. The 86 will be a good DLC, those coaches. Yeah. If that's your cup of tea, Simon. Like, generally speaking, not you specifically. They're definitely valuable additions to the game. But as someone who's like, I'm just more of a modern era kind of guy in terms of my knowledge, won't make much of a difference to me personally. Nabil, does the TOD V4 mod for TOD 3 routes remove train PIS as well? I thought it was only station PIS. I guess PIS is PIS, right? But I thought it was only platform PIS. To be honest, all the methods are the same city, same street, same missions, and difference of skins and characters. You know what? Even then, I would still. It's the series I've always wanted to play. If I'm being honest. It's a series I've always wanted to play. And I have heard some like negatives about it, but I think that's just with any game. But with it being a new experience for me, I think I'm gonna have a good time. Roadcraft looks great, but it's super tedious, repetitive. I mean, I got that vibe from the demo, DJ. I got that vibe from the demo, to be honest. So I'm not surprised. ETS2 Northern. I mean, in ASR, I can't say I'm looking forward to it, especially because I'm going to be playing on 1.53 for a while longer, so I'm not even going to be experiencing it. They say the red signal, is it? No. Okay, he's not even facing me. Can't even tell now. I think it's a worthy trade-off, though, to have the roots look as good as this. I think it's a worthy trade-off to have those weird signals and the PIS issues. I'll download the bus. Don't, Nabil, I'll be streaming it on Monday. You think I'm joking? I'm streaming it on Monday. I'm going to play the bus. Don't worry. The DTG guys on their cringy guest games, they have dropped like the first letter of each point. Okay, so we're getting Dovetail Direct to TSW6. What else would they be teasing? Roots are going to be roots. Only thing they're going to be teasing is a Dovetail Direct. Features that could have come with this game and the game before and the game before that. Just stop cucking us, man. It's literally CHMES. Each letter is the first letter of a subtitle. F off, man. They piss me off with these stupid games because it's gonna be they're trying to do this thing again, this big build up, and like we saw in Christmas in December, it's gonna be nothing exciting. If I'm wrong, as the saying goes, I'll eat my hat, but there will be nothing worthy of, oh, a game. Let's do a guessing game. The DLCs for Mafia 3 are the best stories in the game. Really? The DLCs for Mafia 3, that's so specific. Tease looks great this one. I can imagine DJ. Oh man, and I played through that not too long ago, you know. It was about 3 months ago that I played through it. Ah, that's a shame. The one before Nabil. The one before this. This has been playing for like, okay, a minute and a half. This one. Under the Stars by Odd Loft. ODD LOFT. Odd Loft. Under the Stars. I'll send it to you. You can share it usually, no? Okay, I can't see any share thing here. But yeah. No worries. Or you can go on Discord right now and look at my Discord and get it from there. I'll let it play out again. It is nice, you know. I didn't really take notice of it, but now you mention it. Grand reveal is Chuggington in VR. Let's flipping go. Chuggington, oh bro, even as a yeah, because it would be on. I think it was on CITV before I left for school. I used to look at this and be like, I used to look at it and be, and just kiss my teeth like instead of Thomas, because I think the time it came on was the same time it would that Thomas would come on. Ah, I was so offended. You know what would replace Thomas with this? You know what? S could be Sodor, you know. S could actually be Sodor. And this is a stupid bastard thing. I hate these guys. Bro, CHMEC. Like, how is that even a clue? How is it even a clue? Like, how is it even a clue? It's just the first letter of a subtitle. So they're all just topics. Those things are just It's so dumb, bruv. It's so dumb. It actually pisses me off. It actually pisses me off. See you later, Sammy. Should be a smooth meeting, right? Should be. That's not make me angry, man. You're playing these cute games while like 9/11 is happening behind you. The towers are falling, and you're playing these cute little games. Don't piss me off, man. Peace out, Sammy. Once again, yeah, for whatever BS reason they've given, they couldn't make older routes COD4, right? Once again, something that they said was impossible, modders have done. ASR, I thought about that for H. I thought about it. But I said, surely not. Surely not. Because that's not new, right? If it's what I'm thinking of. It's not like new. So surely not. These have to be brand new things. They have to, if they're going to do this kind of game, these have to be completely brand new things. What sort of stupid game is this, man? Oh, HST. No, but we know that. That's been announced already. No, I mean, it hasn't been announced. If that's part of it, it'd be so dumb. So dumb. Actually, it has been announced. Yeah, it has been announced. S is for starters. Yes, Nabil. Thank you, my man. Thank you, boss. Listen, you still haven't like given out an official donation amount. I'm serious about that. I'll be happy to donate a set amount to the company. Yeah, each one is a different topic as I've understood it from what ASR's written. Is there R in there? No. There's nothing there for the remaster, right? Like nothing. It wouldn't fit under any of those. Nah, Bill, you need to help me out, bro, because I also want to level up. I want to donate what I'm gonna donate and use the rest for leveling up. Because I gain more XP and some other benefits. Aren't there some benefits that I would get leveling up that would help the company? Would I make more money, for example? Shout out to the HSTs, man. Shout out to the HSTs. It's so cool just seeing them in game. I'm upset that I've missed out on them. I know I can probably go to like a different bit of the UK and see them, but they were practically on my doorstep. Experience bonus increases bit by bit. Right, does that impact the company? Long term, yes. I mean, I don't know, bro. I think it will pay off. I do want to level up as much as I can. But I'm not leveling up every day. So what I can do is, while I'm waiting to meet the other requirements to level up, then I can donate all the money I make. And then once all I need is the money to level up, then I can just save up, pay that off, rinse and repeat. I think that would be the best way to go about it. What? a whole depot is dedicated to each map. Hey, my glasses already. I won't be able to go though because I'm streaming. Get him tomorrow. Okay, sounds good to be honest. Sounds really good. Because one thing now that we're lacking is variation. Ah, bro. Don't do Reinhausen like that. You know what? I actually had a good time playing it recently. Don't do it like that. So, like, for example, I mean, to be fair, you have added new bosses recently. How many bosses do we have for Ho Incursion? Because you said you don't want us to swap out, right? So how many bosses do we have that can be used for Ho Incursion? Oh, in that regard, then yeah. Yeah, in that regard, yeah. Okay. But we have it as a drivable map, right? So we need a boss for Ho Incursion. I think we've got like how many bosses now for Waldhofen? Like 4? 4 or 3. So like we need to get one for Ho Incursion. For you say you just put in the man now for Alheim. You know what? No, never mind. No. I think we're good for variation. I think we're good for variation. What do you mean after the rent expires? Okay. After the rent for the bus. Okay, yeah. Yeah, then you don't have to worry about pay for them once, and that's it. Yeah. Oh no, they close at 6 p.m. I can't get my glasses today. Gang. It's how Moroccan train ride sounds like. What are you trying to say about Moroccan trains, bro? Light's very bright, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed those 7 seconds, Dan. Them rusty old ones in the rural areas. I've never been on them, you know. Like, I think I told you anyway. I've only ever been on a train once in Morocco, ever. And from what I remember, it's pretty decent. Worth it. Man of non-secured railroad crossings. I don't think we've got any in Tangier. Better for you. At some point, I have to. At some point, I have to experience them. Listen, the jankier the better, bro. The jankier the better. Is there a reason for it? Wait, I should do the multiplayer one, really, shouldn't I? I'm the only person on. Where's this thing on the sides where I can see my name so I can track myself? Who knows what some foolery happens in that cab? I was in a cab. Once they behaved. You're so lucky to even have had that experience, man. That's so sick, honestly. You could never have that happen here. Even like, okay, so I had a train ride on one of the underground trains because I'm staff. So usually, you know, you can just like, if you're on a platform, you're near the where the train's gonna stop. You just show them your cards, like your staff pass, and then they'll let you in, and they let you inside. But it's not really allowed. Like if you're in the cab while it's moving, you have to be trained in certain ways, and if you don't have that particular training, you can't be there. The audio isn't really making sense. They don't really fake them, Dan. You don't really see fake staff passes, and you can't fake them because there'd be no point. You don't really get any benefit from sitting with the driver, to be honest. Like, other than, I don't know, if the train is busy, then you get yourself a seat, I guess. But yeah, there's no such thing as fake. Like just Oyster cards in general, because my staff pass is like an Oyster card, but then also a photo card. It's got a photo of me, my name, and everything. So if the driver wanted to be pedantic and check it, he'd see my name, my staff number, stuff like that. It's not New York, yeah. I won't show you my photo card, but that's my staff pass. Looks a little different to the regular Oyster cards. No new SES blog. Let them rest. They usually do one on Friday though, isn't it? They can rest, man. They work too hard. I'm happy for SES to have a rest day, What's the taking of Pelham 123, Dan? You'd expect a follow-up on the bus thingy. I mean, now there hasn't been any follow-up on the car thing for ATS, so don't hold your breath. They've already had us waiting since 2013. What's good for Marrakesh and Agadir? What ASR? That podcast thing. I mean, I guess so. I'd be surprised if they do something like that. Oh, the engine audio, but we heard the bus. But we heard the bus in the video. That was basically the equivalent of that. Oh, sorry, the bill. Oh, they got to invest in some new rolling stock with that money going into the TGV. Yeah, I mean, it makes more sense for that now, I guess. If they're gonna have if they have limited funds. I think it would make sense to invest in that first. I honestly wouldn't expect to see one ASR. I think it would be cool, and I guess it would be right because they did it for the cars. But Yeah, it would be a pleasant surprise if they had come out with one for the bus. 2013, you know. That's wild. That's some time ago. You're getting tired from TSW, partially. I mean, it's not exactly, you know, a GTA or The Crew. But that's the nature of it, though, isn't it? That's the nature of it. I guess maybe some people could be really ecstatic driving trains. I don't know. It's not me. I don't have any plans to play Simmer at the moment. ASR. I don't think it will be too long before I play it again, but I don't currently have any plans. I'm not expecting to have it up on the schedule next week. Have you played Fortnite, Nabil, since you downloaded it? Whoa. That was a sudden change. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Did we not start this scenario with clear weather? We did. Bus stations in Morocco are the worst. Yeah, I agree. I agree, bro. Everyone's shouting, beefing. Nothing's clear. It's just no order. Just a mess. It's an absolute mess. When someone says they're going to Mahatta, or they say that, you know, we're going to Mahatta, oh, long day, long day. Who knows for style ETS? Or his promos to the Marvel. Yeah, they're taking their sweet time with it, man. They're taking their sweet time with it. I think I'm gonna call it after this one, boys. I could do another one, but I'm just not feeling to. And I want to go and get my glasses as well. Tunis map? Wait, is that what they're calling it? We're focusing on Tunisia too much. Why don't they just call it Africa map or North Africa map? Dude, it's part of Maghreb. Absolutely not. Tunisia is its own country. That's what I'm saying. So why don't they call it North Africa map? They've done Algeria, included in the Maghreb map. So perhaps then, like, the idea is North Africa. Like, that's the wider idea, but the initial focus was Morocco, so that's why they called it that. And then they thought, you know what, let's go bigger and wider. Oh, nice one. Nice. Lucky you, man. My family are going away as well. I haven't been to Morocco since 2021. Great progress. From here it's down to Basingstoke and onward towards Southampton. That would be cool. First time, is it? Ah, hopefully you like it, man. It's nice from what I remember. Like, nothing special about it, but it's nice, isn't it? Does it take longer to get there via Tundra? Maybe that's why. Or maybe business reasons, who knows. Right, so the error message has come up again. But as you can see, as long as I don't acknowledge it, I can just play the game fine. But I can see the error right now, and if I press OK, the whole game will crash. TS binaries 164 UE4SS. It's a UE4SS crash, I just don't know why. Right, I'm going to leave it in the background anyway. There's more north than Qatar. Yeah, so why then? It's odd. Anyway. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much to you all who have joined me today. Too many names to list. Too many names to list. But I appreciate you all. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping me entertained. I hope I've done the same for you as well. And yeah, should be back on Monday with The Bus. due to high request and customer feedback or something like that. You can listen to this on KCD. I can. ASR, get it in quick. Courtesy of the bill. Yes, courtesy of the bill. There'll be the bus on Monday, but don't expect anything over the weekend. Schedule should go out. Sunday evening, or some point on Sunday, but most likely the evening. ASR, no giveaway this month. I'll put when there's the giveaway, I'll announce it. So just wait until something goes up in the wait until something goes up in the Discord. But anyway, I'll say that there will be one. There'll be one before the end of the month. I'll give out the details at the time. Can you get a good night message this evening? When it's 4:30 p.m. here, it's 5:30 p.m. where you are. So who am I wishing a good night to? You know what? To anyone where it's currently nighttime and they're about to go to sleep, have a good night. And to everyone else, have a good rest of your days. Have a good weekend. Enjoy it. Rest. Work if you're going to work. Do whatever. Make the most of it. And I'll see you on Monday. And until then... oh, no, there's long sleeping. So yeah, good night to Nerd, I guess. All tucked in. Have a lovely rest of your evenings. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. Jesus loves you all. And until next one. Peace out.